What's up, you guys? BK with BK Gaming 9000 here, bringing you a video for my tips to the road to get dark matter camo. So it has been a long road here, and it's taken me a couple weeks. And although it's been, long and hard, I finally got it. I'm super pumped that I got it, and I'm super pumped to be able to share the tips into how I achieved it. I do work, so it's not like I game all the time. So it took me about, initially I didn't start when the game first came out. I started a little bit after that. So I really want to say I went in depth for the dark matter camo about 4.5 weeks ago. I'm switching between this game and Destiny, so I didn't really put full amounts of effort into this game, but this is just showing you how long it took me without putting a lot of effort into it. One of the biggest things that I could give as advice is to play hardcore mode when you're trying to get those headshots. It's a lot easier to get the headshots when you're in hardcore mode because it's one shot to the head, and if you're at a distance and you can pick somebody off who's just sitting there in the head, it's a lot easier to. As I just shot my own teammate right there. That was my bad, sir. That was my bad. I didn't see his name until too late. But it's a lot easier to hit somebody from far away in the head. On hardcore mode and be able to get that headshot rather than hit him from far away and get a hit marker and then have him realize that he's being hit and move, so then you got to reposition your gun, especially if you're trying to do two things at once where you're really close to completing your headshots and you just want to get the 50 kills without any attachments on right away. This is what I'm talking about. So let's go over the guns here. So the guns that I used are the assault rifles. First, I got those out of the way because they were my favorite guns to use initially. But when I first picked up the game, I was like, okay, let's start using the KN-44, which is the first gun. I really like it. A lot of people don't like the recoil on it and stuff like that, and the random bullets. Personally, I like the gun, but I don't hold down the trigger. I kind of burst fire it. So it's a little bit different. This gameplay, I'm using the XR2, which is a two-shot burst gun, it's a very effective gun. But the assault rifles, basically, I did not play any hardcore mode with the assault rifles. Reason being, I just preferred core at the time. Even with the submachine guns, I didn't really play hardcore mode because a lot of the recoil for the guns are more vertical rather than horizontal. So if you get vertical and you start like mid chest range, and by the last bullet that hits them, it's going to hit them in the head, and you're going to hear that ding for the headshot. I didn't really switch to hardcore mode until the shotguns and my snipers. Reason being because some of the snipers, you don't need to get headshots with the sniper rifles. You need to get one-shot kills, and with some of the sniper rifles, you can't get one-shot kills unless it's a headshot on core mode. So that's when you want to jump over to hardcore mode and really get in depth with those sniper rifles. Another big tip that I can give into getting dark matter is while you're playing, make sure that you are using your perks to your advantage. Keep yourself off the radar. That way it'll be a lot easier to get the bloodthirsties. Double kills will come and go. You can't really predict the double kills. The game modes that you can possibly play to get more of an advantage for double kills are hardpoint and safeguard. Domination maybe, but nowadays everybody, if you're playing by yourself and not with a team, then it's going to be a lot harder. Speaking of harder things to do, let's go over to the specialist weapons, which are, you got your rocket launchers. Now, the rocket launchers were very, very difficult for me to complete. It took me about three days to do one of the rocket launchers because I wasn't playing the right game modes. And then once I picked the right game mode to play, it literally took me a day to do both rocket launchers, to finish them. So The game mode that I played was Chaos Mosh Pit back when it was Nuketown 24/7 and before the update. I'm not sure how it's going to work now, but I can't imagine it being any different. The perk that I would recommend while you're doing the rocket launcher is definitely engineering. That way, you see the turret right there. You could see the turret if you're using an engineering perk, and you can find ways to flank around the turret so you can get an easy hit kill. Some of the rocket launchers, it takes more than the bullets that they give you to kill the turret, so what I would advise to do is use almost a full clip of your bullets onto the turret, and then you pull out your rocket launcher and hit it once, and then it should destroy. It was kind of funny me doing that as I do a jump off shot right there. It was kind of fun doing some of that because while I was in Chaos Mosh Pit, everybody was trying to do it. And so you'd see somebody fire their first rocket at the turret, and then they get a second fire off, and then you just pop up in the window and you get the third fire and end up getting destroyed the turret for your rocket. That made a lot of people upset because you could hear him in the lobbies getting all upset at you. That guy always seems to be in that window this match. So that's just an easy way to get those turret kills and guardians and UAVs in Nuketown just pop up like nothing. I think I destroyed 15 UAVs in one match on Nuketown. You need like 100 UAVs destroyed, and also you need like multiple in like a couple seconds. So it's really it's a grind, but if you get the right playlist with the right people, you'll be able to successfully complete that. The only other thing that I found that was hard with the rocket launchers were definitely people spawning Talons or Cerberuses. But like I said, in Chaos Mosh Pit, if you get a good team on one side, they usually call in a couple Cerberuses. I joined a game like right away, and I entered it, and they already had a Talon spawn, and they already had a Cerberus, and I destroyed the Talon in one go, and then was shooting the Cerberus, and then pulled out my rocket and destroyed the Cerberus with my last bullet. And then, like, as soon as I destroyed that Cerberus, it said enemy, Cerberus inbound, and so they called in a third Cerberus, and that was crazy in itself because, I got 3 out of the 5 right there. And so that was really cool. So again, I stress the Chaos Mosh Pit, trying to get on that Nuketown match for the rocket launchers, because although you might get picked off with people because it's such a close quarters match, so many things spawn with the score streak, so it's totally worth it to do it. Now, back with the other specialist, the pistols. The pistols weren't that difficult for me. The most difficult pistol, I believe, was the second one, and I think it's the Elcar 9 or something like that. Whichever one's like the 3-round burst, because that one seemed to give me the most issues with the accuracy of the pistol and the fact that you don't have that much ammo in your pistol, so you run out of ammo really quick with it. So that one I definitely just recommend playing hardcore. I played hardcore domination for those. That way people who were capturing points, I would easily flank them and get some kills and stuff like that. Once you unlock extended mags, I would definitely recommend extended mags, but like I said, complete the headshots first with the pistol, and I would complete the headshots with all your attachments on and stuff like that, because I believe instead of using the you use no attachments, and then you also have no perks attached for the second 50. So it's a little bit different than the other guns, but it's not that difficult to obtain. With the knife, I was averaging about 20 kills per game when I was playing Nuketown with my knife, because it's such a close quarters match. You can play hardcore because you don't have a radar, so it's a lot easier to get around people. But I would also recommend running Ghost on it, just in case somebody puts a UAV up, because you're an easy target. If they get you on the dot site, you have unless you put a secondary on, which I didn't, like a primary, not a secondary, but you're using a secondary as a primary, so your secondary is your primary. unless you're using one of those, you're going to be an easy target just to pick off from long distance. So you definitely want to choose a close quarters match. In the video that I uploaded earlier today, you see that I was able to get my last Bloodthirsty on a pretty long range map, which I considered to be lucky because that team was playing a close, they were sticking all together, but they weren't looking behind them. So I considered that to be easy. Speaking about videos today, I have been working a lot lately. I'm starting a new job, and I got done with my training, and so now I'm getting all these night shifts. So my videos are just now being uploaded now for the past week that I should have been uploading them. Hopefully, I won't be having that many issues with my videos in the future. I did have an issue for this Saturday's supply drop. Or last Saturday's supply drop. So I recorded myself doing the supply drop opening, and then I went to view the video, and the video was very glitchy. It was very laggy. It was fuzzy. You couldn't see some of the openings because it was frozen on the screen for a period of time. So I'm definitely going to take a look into that next Saturday. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of what's up and coming in my channel. Back to the knife. So when the knife, what also helped me is the fact that you had concussion grenades. Concussion grenades are very, very useful when trying to get to the 200 kills with the knife, because you can stun a group of enemies if you're behind them, and then you can knife each of them. But also going for the Bloodthirsties, if you find yourself in danger, you can always stun the person who is about to come in the room, and you can slide behind them and quickly get that kill. The perks are very essential for getting the Bloodthirsties for that. Make sure you have Ghost. I used Tracker because it allowed me to see footsteps of people that weren't initially seen by me, but I could see them on their footprints, so I can quickly go get that kill. So that pretty much wraps up my tips for Dark Matter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and then share it, and please subscribe for more videos like this in the future. As you see in this victory, I kind of went a little crazy here. Not that crazy because I got a lot of deaths, but I still, led. So that was kind of fun. So hopefully you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, BK Gaming 9000. See you guys next time. Peace.